Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. It is sure enough noisy in here this morning. I thought I would fire these. I got two of them running. I got the big one. I need to quit calling that the big one. It's the Hick Top. That name's hard for me to say. I always want to say Hickok, but it's the Hick Top. And then I have one of my little enders, the noisy one. And the only reason I'm running that one as opposed to the quiet one is because that's the one that was sitting on the floor, so it's been neglected uh, for a few days. So I thought I would fire it up. Both have them running some camera mount stuff, and see if we can get the cobwebs knocked off of them. That Hick Top does seem. I don't know if it's, and maybe it's just because I've got the other noisy one fired up right beside it, but it does seem a little bit quieter sitting on that heavier table. So we'll see. It still seems loud to me. Y'all may not even be able to hear him. I don't know, but you'll have to let me know. But it definitely sounds loud to me. I'm glad I'm not trying to listen to something because I'd have to put headphones or something on because I can't hear that well with all that racket going on right behind me. But anyway, let's see who we got hanging out with us here. Darren Birds says happy hump day. Thumbs up. Appreciate it, Darren. Larry Galt says morning everyone. Happy hump day. Vectric upgrade is now available. All right. I probably will. Today'd be a good day for me to go get that because I usually have to put it on. You know, it's easy for me to get it here because I'm online, but then I have to put it on the other computer out there in the shop that's not online, so I have to use my thumbnail thing for that. So, or thumb drive, whatever you call it. So that'd be a good day to do that, I guess. Leo Steger says, morning everyone from Pinkerton, Ohio. Happy hump day. Appreciate the thumbs up, Leo. Looks like y'all are doing a little better today on the thumbs up. Paul's here. Good morning, Paul. Rainy Flushing, Michigan. It is. You can't see out the window, but it is kind of gloomy and overcast, and the driveway's a little wet. We did get a little sprinkle this morning, but I think we're supposed to get a heavier rain this afternoon, about 3 or 4 o'clock, something like that. Just in time for the Braves to start their game 2 of their division series, which, by the way, they lost game 1 yesterday. I'm thinking, man, you win the division. This is like the 5th straight year they won the division, so they got home field advantage. What do? Game 1, they let it get away from them. So now they're in the hole because it's best 3 out of 5, and now they're starting off 0-1. So they've lost home field advantage basically right away. So go Braves. Yeah. Let's see. Clyde's here. Good morning, Clyde. Steve Gronsky's in the house. He says thumbs up. Appreciate it, Steve. Thomas Grimm is in the house. Good morning. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Happy hump day to you. And Thomas is here. Good morning. My favorite solar man is in the house. How you doing, Ryan? Ray Jones from Dickinson, Texas. Okay. Good morning, Ray. Appreciate the thumbs up, Blue. David's here. Good morning. Kevin Ailes is here. Good morning. Let's see here. George says, hello, David, or Jack and Dave. Good morning, all on this soggy hump day, Southeast Michigan. Yeah. Sean's here. Says, good morning, coffee session peeps. And Ryan says the printers are running. Yeah, let me know if you can, how noisy they sound, or if they sound louder than before or whatever. But if I can do a coffee sessions without you hearing what I have running this morning, then that's pretty good because I've got the two loud ones running. If I had the third one fired up, it wouldn't even be contributing to the noise because it's so quiet. But got the two noisy ones running. Monroe Cook is here. Good morning. Kenneth's here. Good morning, Kenneth. And Charles is here too. Jack says hello. He's right down here. He's got a chewy thing with him, so he's been bugging me to go out, but I didn't really have time to go out before it would be time to do the thing because I know once I get him out there, he'll spend a few minutes sniffing around and taking care of his business and stuff. So we'll wait and do that. We have to go up there and get the trash can anyway. Today was trash day. So he came nice and early this morning, but I also noticed that the poor old guy, man, I feel bad when it's just one dude. That must be why he started early. He didn't have the guy hanging off the back of the truck. So he doesn't have that arm thing, where it's all automatic. He has to pull up, get out, grab, he tries to park in the middle of 2 or 3 houses and grab them and do it and then hop back in the truck. So yeah, it's going to be a long day for that dude, especially rainy on top of that. So all I can say is it sucks to be you, buddy. But hope they pay you well. Let's see here. Landis is here. Good morning, Landis. Good morning. Running in granny mode. Started watching and I saw I was on the wrong date. Okay. Alrighty. Kenneth says they seem quieter. Doesn't bother me having them run. Okay. I go back sometimes when I have them running and I think it's going to be loud, and I'll go back and watch a little of the coffee sessions in there on the TV, and you can't really hear them that well, which is amazing to me. I guess I'm blocking this mic or something, but because they're not that far behind me. They're like 4 feet behind me, and they really seem loud to me. Gary Hammett's here. Good morning. Sean says, sounds like low background music to me. Okay. They do make completely different sounds, though. It's like that little high-pitched thing. That's from the Ender. The lower noise is from the hick top. But I guess they're doing okay. I watched them lay down the first few layers, and they're looking good. And of course, I hadn't done a thing to them. I just picked that ender up off the floor the other day, set it up there, and of course today I had to open up a box of filament, stuck it in there, heated it up, hit go, and never checked the bed level or nothing. And it's laying it down just like it was when I set it down on the floor. So love those little Ender 3s. They're awesome little printers. Yesterday I was griping about how they keep trying to bring the Hollywood types here to the Atlanta area. It is kind of weird that I was just talking about that yesterday on the coffee sessions, and then today on the news there was a story about some actress. They acted like they knew who it was. I don't have a clue because I don't follow them weirdos. But anyway, she was drunk, got arrested for a DUI, and she pulled down some road. I don't know whether it was the interstate or where it was, going the wrong direction, going the wrong way, hit somebody head on and killed them. And I'm like, see, that's why we don't need them weirdo people. We got enough weirdos here in Atlanta without creating Hollywood scene down here. And of course, she was one of that was working for Tyler Perry. And, I just mentioned him the other day. He's the one's always doing these, studio things and all that. I don't know why he just don't move out to Hollywood if he likes that scene, but he's trying to do it all local here. And I don't know. I know it creates jobs and all that, but it also creates a bunch of weirdos. So I'm not into it. Got no use for them. Well, let's see. What else can I talk about? 12 minutes in, I've already covered everything I could think of to talk about. I might have. I shouldn't even say this because it might not happen. I've had a company, uh, not a 3D printer. I don't want another one of those. If I get another company that wants to send me one of those, I'll probably. It depends on what it is. I might not even want to do it, but I might do it and just save the box and then take it back apart when I'm done with doing the video and stuff and just give it away or something good. I got the perfect setup right now. I got two little enders that work great, and then I have that one that's got the bigger footprint. So I'm set. I don't need any more. Yeah, right on, Solar Man. He may not actually be creating the weirdos. I think they were probably already weird before they. I just think I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like a good movie and all that stuff, but here's my thinking on some of this movie stuff. It always kind of, I won't say makes me mad because I really don't care, but when I see that these actors and actresses and stuff, and they're in some movie and they make millions of dollars, but a lot of times what really makes the movie is the nerdy little schmuck that's behind the scenes creating all the fancy special effects and graphics and stuff. They're the ones that should be making the money because that's what makes the cool movie with the cars flying through the air and all that kind of stuff. But yet it's the weirdo actors and actresses that make all the big money. Uh, and half the time they got a stunt man doing all the really hard stuff. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of the movie stuff at all these days. I think if they just totally disappeared and there was never another movie, it'd probably be fine with me because I don't watch any of them anyway. Oh, let's see. Yeah, they're here because of the lower taxes, but that probably won't last long. Let's see. David says Amazon Prime days yesterday and today. Bought 2 new breakout boards for less than $20. All right. I didn't realize that it was. I guess I just haven't paid attention. I don't need to know that it's a prime day. Anyway, I buy enough stuff on there. Larry said he finished his camper sign yesterday. Laser and Gatton CNC came out great. Awesome. Yeah, they film all of that somewhere close to here. I don't know. And I haven't seen that first episode of that thing. Everybody raves about it and all that stuff, and I haven't watched that first episode. Don't care nothing about it. Let's see. What else am I going to talk about? We've only killed another 4 minutes. I didn't finish telling about the thing. Anyway, I got a company that's been wanting to send me something, and I told them, I said, look, I don't really need anything, but if you want to send me one, here's what I'll do. I'll do a live unboxing, assembly, in the first test runs, on my uh, Saturday night thing. And I thought, that's all I'm gonna commit to doing. Do it right there live. So if there's any issues with putting it together, if there's any missing screws, that everybody's gonna know about it. So, uh, and anyway, so they kept going back and forth, and every time I'd say the same. I'd say, "Look, here's what I'll do. If you want to send it, I'll do this." And well, then they sent me a thing, and they go, "All right, that sounds good, but can you buy it off of Amazon and we'll reimburse you?" And I said, "No, if I buy it, then it's not sponsored." So, you said you know. So I don't know what they're going to do or not. And then they came back just this morning and said, "Okay, we can send you one directly." I go, "Yeah," because I said I'm not buying nothing. Yeah, I consider whatever I get sent free as my compensation for doing the video or live or whatever it is where I'm showing promoting your product. But don't ask me to buy nothing. I'm like, what kind of stupid deal is that? Yeah, you buy it and we promise we'll send you the money and repay you. No, don't work that way. So I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. But if it does, I will do it live. That'd make a good. It's something I could probably do well within an hour or so. So, nothing to take a real long time. So we'll see what happens there. He says, "I like Jackie Chan at the end." I don't even know who that is. At the end of his movies, because he shows his stunt mistakes at the end. I don't even have a clue who that is. Ryan says, "I had a company that wanted to do that with the Raspberry Pi stuff." Yeah, that just seems kind of a hokey way to do it. Because the first couple emails they sent, and they said, "Well, here," they sent me a link and they said, "Here, check this out and see if you'd be interested in promoting this for us." So I looked at it and I'm like, "Yeah, okay. I could probably, because I'm thinking to myself, I can probably unbox that. Won't take long to put it together. Fire it up, do a few test things, and run some stuff or whatever." So I do that, and then some time went. Probably about a week went by, and they sent another email, and they said, "Well, now we're doing this one." So they sent a different link for a different product, and I checked it out, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can do the same thing for that. I can do the live stream, unbox, assemble, test runs, yada yada yada." And then that's when they said, "Well, can you buy it?" No, no, that's not the way I work. So, because I'm thinking, well, maybe the whole thing's a scam. Maybe they just do that thinking, we'll talk them into buying it, and then we'll never reimburse them. Basically, we've just made a sale. I'm like, I don't need to buy nothing. Yeah. Charles Diss says several films have been made in Rome, Georgia. Yeah, there's been a lot of movies and stuff made in Georgia. Um, the in the heat of the night back, with Carol O'Connor and all that. Remember when that was a thing? That was all filmed down around Covington. Uh, all kinds of stuff. I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think Fried Green Tomatoes, that movie, I think was made down around Macon or somewhere. That it's if you want to do a movie about South, Georgia's the place to do it because we are definitely Southern for sure around here. So, uh, Lonnie says, you have been under a rock or behind the CNC too long. Well, no, it's not that. It's just I don't give a flip about that kind of stuff. Especially these days. Uh, you got so many actors or something that think because they are rich and well known because of a movie and they know how to make believe, which is what acting is, that we should all listen to them about their political views or social views or something like that. So all those people are just nothing to me. I got no use for any of them. So now it's not like I've been under a rock. I just don't care nothing about them. Yeah, Angela Lansbury. Yeah, the what was it? Murder She Wrote. That was an oldie but a goodie. Uh, I don't even remember when that was. That was a long time ago. And they said she was like 5 days shy of being 97 years old, I think. So a good long life. Gary said we had one in Rockmart in Cedartown. Has had a couple filmed there. Yeah. Yeah, every once in a while they have the on the news channel I watch, the one I watch to get the weather, they'll have that little guy who I think he's sometimes he acts like he's a meteorologist. If they don't have anybody else, sometimes he'll do the weather, but most of the time he's just like the guy that's always out showing these other little places to visit and stuff like that. And he would be at a lot of these little film sets and stuff like that where he gets to hobnob and rub elbows with the actors and stuff. They just have absolutely no interest in that. I guess I'm just old and uh, stubborn now. I just I it's all make believe. It's when you think about it, that's what actors are. They dress up in clothes and play make believe. And I say we, but people have put them up on a pedestal like they're really something, and they're not. They're not any different than any of us. So their opinion shouldn't matter one little bit more than Jack's opinion. Yeah. Saw a Western movie that had her in it. She was a looker back in the day. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching. I watched some more. I told you about my favorite my new YouTube channel we were watching. They're talking about the other day that Recollection Road. I've watched some more of those. It's just fun to if I'm sitting around, there's nothing worth a flip on TV, which is about 99% of the time. I'll just flip it over there and just scan through their channel and try to find something I haven't already seen and watch those. And I was watching a few of those last night. And it's funny because when you're watching those and they're talking about the 50s or 60s or something like that, and you see these hot cars and these cool looking women and stuff leaning up against these cars and stuff, and you're like, yeah, she's probably not even alive now. Maybe she is, but yeah, there's some good looking women. That's nothing new and a lot of them I think look better when they don't have all that tons of makeup stuff on them. Because some of them now, they look really good when they got all the stuff on them, but you see them when they don't have it on, you're like, oh my goodness. But anyway, I guess that's why they sell so much of that stuff. David says, we had one filmed at Martinsville Speedway years ago, Last American Hero. Okay. Larry says, did you see the other channels at Recollection Road? Well, I know they have one. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Because a lot of times when there are things at the end, it'll show that they have two things: the Recollection Road, and then they have another one. Ah, it's something about movies or something like that, which I haven't even bothered to look at that one yet because again, I'm not a big fan of movies. But if it's some of the older stuff, back when they made movies that were halfway decent, I might. Okay, Memory Road. Okay, is that the one about movies? I'm gonna try to go over here and pull it up if I can. Uh, okay, there's Recollection Road. Okay, now when I click on the, yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, here's, let me share this real quick. This is, see, it says Recollection Road movies and something. I don't know. Oh, movies and TV, I guess it is. Then this one, I don't know if these two are part of their deal or not. Show me some more. I don't know what that is. But let me click on that one, see what it says. Okay, see, yeah, it looks like it's going to show a bunch of old movies. Planet of the Apes, True Grit. Yeah. Wonder Years. I always liked that show. I thought that was, and again, because it was always set back in the the good old days, I like to call them. So I don't know. Some of those might not be too bad. I'll have to maybe take a look at that one. Roadhouse, yeah, that's that old movie with whatever that guy's. I can't even think of his name. I see. That's the thing. I don't. None of those people really stick out with me because most of the movies, in my opinion, now I'd make a lousy movie creator. I just think they're all pretty much mediocre. I don't. It takes a lot to make a movie that makes me go, "Wow, that was a good movie." Uh, Lonnie says he's got a. Around 2008, Chuck Norris came to Medicine Park. They were looking for Indian stand ins. We had a huge powwow. Me and my wife's family came and stayed. Oh, me and my wife's family came and he stayed after his crew left. He's kind of funny. Okay. All right. I guess I guess if he tells a joke, you're supposed to laugh at it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get out of here. I got to get my boy out there and bring the trash can back down. Let him take care of his business. Hopefully, my printers keep on printing right. I know one thing. I haven't changed the. If you look right here, I haven't raised this up. I need to raise it up because that workbench thing is about 5 or 6 inches taller than that little table. So as I look at my thing, I'm just kind of seeing straight in. I can't really see what it's printing, but I don't think it's messing up. Anyway, let's get out of here. We'll get this hump day going. And if y'all ain't doing nothing tomorrow, come on back and we'll be ready for 589, looks like. So y'all have a good one. See y'all.